Good morning students, this is Joy Varghese from Uncovering Chemistry. Today we are going to discuss in video 6 chapter aldehyde ketones and carboxylic acid in text question 12.1. This comes in the topic of nomenclature when we say, but in this one different thing is that what we have discussed till now, that is if you see here the name will be given and from name you need to draw a structure. Okay, so if you see that first question, that is the question is alpha methoxy. First one is alpha methoxy propion aldehyde. Okay, so here how to write from name, how to draw a structure. There is one simple technique what we say. What is that? Propion means number of carbons are 3, what we say. Understood? So what we will do, first we will draw 3 carbons, 1, 2, 3, like this. Now propion aldehyde and alpha methoxy. So this carbon I will take it as an aldehyde carbon. Understood? And this is your functional group, what we say. Now next to functional group carbon is your alpha carbon, and next to that what we call it as a beta carbon. But here alpha methoxy. Methoxy means OCH3. This is your methoxy group. Which group this is? Methoxy group, and this is at alpha position. Now afterwards what you have to do, you have to satisfy all the valency of carbon and what we call remaining if we require. So here if you see this carbon valency is satisfied, here it is 3 places it is attached, so 1 more hydrogen I write, and here total 3, like this. Okay, so this is the what we call it as the structure for alpha methoxy propion. Propion, why? Because this is 1, 2 and 3 carbon, propion aldehyde. Understood? So this was first structure. Now second structure, if you see the second one, what is the name written there? 3-hydroxy. What is the name? 3-hydroxybutanol. Okay, now 3-hydroxybutanol when we say, in this case 3-hydroxy and butanol. Butane means 4 carbon. So first I will draw 4 carbon in a line like this. Okay, now suppose if I take this as a first, second, third, and this is 4th carbon. So third position hydroxy. Hydroxy means OH group, what we say. Understood? Here butanol means here this carbon I will write it as CHO. This valency I will satisfy with 2 hydrogen, here only 1 hydrogen, and here 3. So this is the structure for your second, what we call it as name what is given. Now the third one when we say. Third one when we say here, it is written 2-hydroxy cyclopentane carbaldehyde. Okay, now when we say here cyclopentane, whenever we say cyclopentane, means this is the structure for cyclopentane. Okay, now cyclopentane carbaldehyde, but in that it is written 2-hydroxy, means first one carbaldehyde means here I will write CHO. This is your first carbon, and second carbon 2-hydroxy means OH. So this is the structure for your second name what is given. Now what we say the third one, fourth one. Okay, so fourth name is written 4-oxopentanol. What is the word? 4-oxopentanol. Okay, so when we say pentanol means 5 carbon. So what we will do, I will write 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here I will write this first carbon, 2, 3, this is 4 and 5. Okay, fourth position oxo. Oxo means it's used for ketone group. Oxo is used for ketone group, but not in the what we call it as at the end, because we know ketone will always come either second last or in the middle, ketone group. You cannot write ketone group at the terminals, what we say. That is the end of these 2 carbons, what we say. Understood? Now you can satisfy the valency of carbon CH3. Here it will be CH2, here CH2. So this is the structure for 4-oxopentanol, what we say. Understood? Now same way if you see the next, that is the remaining 2, 6 total questions are there. So fifth one we will see. I'll just rub this. Fifth question is disecondary butyl. Now this is little bit different, so I have kept here a star or a asterisk you can give. Okay, so disecondary butyl ketone, right? So whenever we see this is actually a common name. Which name it is a common name? Because ketone word is used for common name, and for IUPAC we use ONE. That is in the suffix we use. Suffix means a word at the end, and prefix means the word before what we say. Okay. So this suffix when ketone is there means it is a common name what we say. Understood? So here disecondary butyl. Now when we say secondary butyl, first I will just explain what is secondary butyl. Secondary butyl can be written like this. That is CH3, CH, and here, sorry, CH3, CH2, CH, and here CH3. Okay, so this is your secondary butyl. Now disecondary butyl ketone. So there are two groups of this what we say. So what I will write here, this type of two group of secondary butyl, because it is written disecondary butyl. CH, okay, then here CH3, then C double bond O, C here, CH2, CH3, and here again CH3, right? So these are the two secondary groups what we say, secondary butyls. Which are this group? Secondary butyl group. Okay, this is also a secondary butyl group. Okay. So when we say here the word disecondary means this is the structure for the given question. Now the last one, 4-aceto, that is sixth question I think, 4-fluoroacetophenol. Fluoroacetophenol. Okay. Okay. Now when we say acetophenol means on a benzene ring, COCH3 group is a acetophenol. This is acetophenol structure. Now in that they have written 4-acetophenol. So this carbon is your number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right? So if we see here that fourth position, this is your fourth carbon. Fourth carbon, and fourth carbon fluorine will be there. So that's why fluoroacetophenol. This is your acetophenol group. Which group it is? Acetophenol group. Okay, so acetophenol, and on that fourth carbon fluorine is there. So like this 4-acetophenol. So here we come to an end of this question, that is question in-text question 12.1. Now next we will see from the exercise, the question from your exercise. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Now the next part what we are going to see is the textual exercise question 12.2. Okay, 12.1 are all definition questions that whenever we finish the topic, like that we will keep on revising that. Okay, so here first we have complete the topic of nomenclature. So we are discussing about 12.2 question. Okay, now in that the structure is given, formula is given. From that we have to derive the name what we say. Okay, so first one if you see, this is the structure, but it has to be written in a different way. That is CH3, CH, and here I will write CH3 which is written in bracket. Okay, then CH2, and CHO. Now whenever we name it, always remember aldehyde carbon must get number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So if you see at fourth position, this is your methyl group. So the name when you see, it will be 4-methyl pentanal. Now why pentane? Because 5 carbons are there. So pentane, from that E is being eliminated and Al is added. So 4-methyl pentanal is the name for this given structure. Now second one when we say, the second structure is CH3CO, CH2, COCH3 like this. So this you can write like this also. CH3 C double bond O, CH2 C double bond O, and CH3 like this. Okay. So now when we say we are writing which names when we say IUPAC names. IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So that according to that rules we are writing the name. So if I number it in any position, if you say from any side, left to right or right to left, you will see this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and here it is 5. So you will see in this case at second and fourth position, you can see there is a ketone group is there. Which group is there? Ketone group. Okay, I just took this fourth one, no problem. I'll write here 4. This is fourth question in your textbook. Okay, so what we say here, 2 ketone groups are there, 5 carbons. So 5 carbons means pentane. What is the word? Pentane. From pentane, E is eliminated, and which position ketone groups are there? So 2, 4 and 2 ketone groups. These are which groups? These are 2 ketone groups. Ketone. Okay, so I will write di-O-N-E. So O-N-E is the suffix used for ketone, and di means for 2 functional group of ketone. Okay, now this was fourth one. Now we'll see the second one. What is given? Just a minute. Second one, when we see in your textbook, it is CH3, CH2, CO, CH. Then in bracket it is written CH2, CH3. Okay, CH2, CH3. That is in your book it is written C2H5, but actually it's an ethyl group. So you can also write CH2, CH3. Then CH2, CH2 and Cl like this. Okay, so when if we write this, I can write the same structure in this way also. This CH is here, no? So this bracket I will write on the top. That is CH2, CH3. Okay. Okay. Then this CH2 here C double bond O can be written like this. What is it? Now when we start in this case, always the preference is given to the ketone functional group, because this is which we say here. You can see I have highlighted it with a green marker. This is ketone functional group and chlorine. Now there is in 11th standard you have studied that there is a functional group order which must be given the first preference, what we say. So in this case the first preference is given to ketone. So whenever I number from which side? That is from left to right. So while numbering you will see the numbers will be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Means at 6th position chloro is there. Now this when we say, this is your ethyl group. Which group it is? Ethyl. Now chloro group. Now ethyl when you say ABCD, and chlorine when we say C. So E and C according to alphabetical order, which letter will come first? Obviously C letter will come first. Understood? So we will write first this for chloro group. That is 6th position chloro is there. So 6 chloro. Clear? Then 4 ethyl, 6 chloro, 4 ethyl and 6 carbon means hexane, and then hexane at 3rd position ON is there. So hexane E is eliminated, and at the 3rd position I write ONE like this. Understood? So this is the name for the second question what is given. Now the third question what we say. Second, third and then fourth you can write down this. Third question is also easy. It is written like this. That is CH3, CH double bond CH single bond CHO like this. Okay. So in this directly you can give numbering like this. That is what? Here this will be 1, this will be 2, this will be 3 and this will be 4 what we say. Understood? So if you see in this case, first 2, 3 and 4. So when we say this 4 carbons means butane, but there is a double bond, so butene it is. So what we will do first? But-2-En. Now from En, E is being eliminated, and at first position 1-En also you can write like, or direct butanol also you can write. But like this. But 2, I think you can not see this. Okay. Or you can write the name but-2-En like this also you can write. Understood? Or you can write like this also. Both are correct ways, or rules are same what we say. Okay. Now we will see the next one. Next that is question number 5. Okay. I'll drop this. Okay. Now this fifth question when we say here, you can write this in this form also. CH3CH. On this carbon there is a methyl group. So write on top CH2C, and on these two methyl groups are there. So I write one on top and one like this at the bottom. Then C double bond O and CH3. Now in this case, if you see C double bond O, that is ketone, is a functional group. So when I number it, I number from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, what we say. Understood? So now in this case, when we say there are total 3 methyl groups are there, at 2 third position groups are there and 1 on 5th position. So when we write the name, it will be 3, 5 trimethyl. What is the name? 3, 5 trimethyl. Then 6 carbons means hexane, and from hexane E is eliminated. This you no need to write. This is only for your explanation. Okay. So dash second position 2 dash ON. Okay. So this was your structure number 5. What we say. Same way when you talk about the 6th structure. 6th, it is like this question. 6th question is CH3 thrice CCH2. Okay. Now in this case, now 6th one is for carboxylic acid. 6th one is for carboxylic acid. Now this topic will come at the end of the chapter. So 6th one we will not discuss. 6th and 7th, only 2. Okay, this we will. No, sorry, 7th one is again there. So we'll finish the 6th again. Otherwise only one will be remaining. Okay, so we'll finish this. Let it be. Okay, it is simple only, and OIC acid is the prefix used. So I will write like this: CH3CO, CH3. It is like this: CH3 thrice C, CH3 thrice C, CH2 and C double OH. So when we write at this carbon, total 3 groups are there. So that I will write one on side. It is in a parent chain. Another 2 on its substituent part, what we say. Then again here CH2 and this C double OH. Always remember that aldehyde and carboxylic carbon are given number 1. Okay, so when I give this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. So at third position you can see there are 2 methyl groups are there. How many groups are there? 2 methyl groups. Okay, so when we write the what we call name, we can write it 2 methyl, right there. See 3, 3 dimethyl. 4 carbon means butane. From butane, what is removed? E is eliminated. Dash 1 dash OIC acid. OIC acid is the suffix used for carboxylic acid. Don't say oic acid. Actually, it is OIC acid. You have to pronounce it as OIC acid. Okay. So this is one for 6th one. Then 7th one we will see here. I think you will be able to watch. See. 7th one, what is written there? CHO, like this it is. CHO. Then C6H4. Now C6H4, 6 comes now, means benzene ring will be there, or cyclohexane, what is it? But in this case, C6H4 is for benzene ring. Then another is CHO again, and then a letter is written P. Now this P letter is for para. Para means which position? First and 4th position on benzene ring. On which ring? Benzene ring. Understood? So whenever this type of question comes, simply you have to draw a benzene ring with an alternate double bonds. Here one CHO group at first position, second, third and 4th position. Here that is another CHO group. Understood? So like this is the answer for this as a structure. And the name, if you want, you can write like this. This is different structure what I have drawn it. Name will be benzene 1, 4, benzene 1, 4 dicarbonylide. Okay, so this is 1, 4 is for para, what is written. Okay, so like this benzene 1, 4 dicarbonylide. This number I will write it with a red pen, so it will be visible to you clearly. Okay, so this is 1 and 4th position. This is second and this is third, like this. Understood? So here we have completed this question 12.1. 2 from your exercise. Okay, now just a minute. Okay, now the two questions are there after this. This was question number textual exercise question 12.2. Not 2, just a minute. 12.2. Now 12.2 what we have done, in text question we have finished. Now what we say, next one, that is 12.3 and 12.4 is homework for you. Clear? Now this one, if you have any difficulty in this, you can tell me. In the next video we will be discussing about this, or any difficulty that I will explain on board. Okay, in the next what we say. Okay, so 12.3 and 12.4 is homework for you. Okay, so we will stop here. Next time we will be continuing with the another videos. Okay, thank you very much.